I would like to say the other two NFC East teams that are not the Redskins are doing fantastic, actually. Fuck the Eagles. You all suck, and Philadelphia could blow me. But they're 3-0. Carson Wentz is fucking doing great. And the Cowboys are 3-1. And Dak Prescott has now set a rookie record for quickest player to 1,000 yards in his first 4 games. He's leading the league in most passes without an interception at 131. It's also a rookie record. And he's on his way. He's holding in on Tom Brady's NFL record.
Yeah.
Which is 162, I think, or 160 or something like that, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, and that kid's looking good. Ezekiel Elliott, every game, his average yards per game or per rush has increased, and he's had multiple back-to-back 100-yard rush games. He's carrying the ball 25 times a game.
Yeah,
and
give the kids a shot, and they. That's a piece of professional sports I don't quite understand, is that when you have these young players who need to develop and you have them on your team, play them. Yeah. That's the only way they're going to get better. I understand that you have practices, but no one goes 100% at practice. I don't care what you say. You're not going 100% at practice because you don't want to risk injury.
Yeah.
So play them. They'll get better. Obviously, I said it from the start. I'm like, screw Tony Romo. I hate him. I hope that Dak does good, so that way they're like, you know what, we don't need Tony Romo anymore. That would be the best case
scenario. It's going to be tough for the Cowboys. Tony Romo's going to be their quarterback in the next 3 weeks when he comes back. They've already said it. Even Dak Prescott said it. It's Tony's team. It's going to be hard when if your team goes. Let's say they beat the Bengals this week, and they move to 4-1. The Bengals are a good team, and then let's say they don't lose another game until Tony Romo gets back, and they're 5-1 or 6-1. It's gonna be hard to hand the ball back to Tony Romo and the fans be happy about it, because the minute he loses a game or throws an interception, they're gonna call for Dak Prescott to come back into the game.
Yeah. Right.
Although Dak Prescott is very efficient with the ball. He doesn't take many chances. He's efficient. The thing you get with Tony Romo is more dynamic. He's he's a bigger chance taker, and he throws down the field more. And when you add Des Bryant to that equation, you have the chance of much bigger plays and more dynamic things happening. I think that's where, obviously, Tony Romo, there's no comparison between him and Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott hasn't shown the ability to throw the ball down the field with the accuracy that Tony Romo can and make those big plays. But, again, it's been 4 games, so you'll see that in time. So I think that's why they're going to go with Tony Romo. But it's hard to give a kid this opportunity and him do so good and then pull him from it. So
right.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, they've been surprising.
Yeah, no, honestly, I didn't think they won 1 game in the last year with backups. They went 1-11, and in the first 4 games, they're 3-1 with a backup.
Already better.
So
another surprise was the Bills in New England. Shutout at home.
Sucked.
Obviously, no Jimmy Garoppolo injured. Tom Brady not quite back yet. Next game he'll be back, but still surprised they see Buffalo. At the beginning of the season when they went 0-2, there was talk about Rex Ryan getting fired for this horrible start. They've turned it around. They're 2-2 now. They're 500, and they put up. I don't care if you don't have Tom Brady. New England at home is tough.
Yeah,
it's tough, and they were able to pull it out, and they won. Which
Rex Ryan, the only games he circles on his calendar is against Bill Belichick, and now it's against the Jets.
Yeah, now it is.
The only games he shows up to play for. So for 4 games, you're going to see a defense and an offense running on all cylinders throughout the season. Those other games, I really don't think Rex Ryan's going to have a head coaching job come next season. I think this season he'll be done. He'll be a good defensive coordinator for the next year or 2, and then maybe he'll go back. But I think that there was just a lot of build-up behind him playing the Patriots because his Achilles heel was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and the New England Patriots every single year. So I don't think this is any precursor to them reviving their season whatsoever.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, NBA preseason started.
Yeah.
The Knicks lost.
Of course they lost.
And, the Warriors fucking blew out the Clippers.
Do the Knicks even play defense? Because I put it on for literally 2 minutes.
I didn't watch anything.
2 minutes. I put it on for 2 minutes. I couldn't watch it. I just couldn't. I was like,
it is the
there
first
was
preseason.
like 80 to 60. I was like,
it is the first preseason. Porzingis did great though.
Yeah.
22 points. I think it was like 8 for 11 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, I did see one of his threes.
So that's a silver lining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like we've been talking about player development. He's only going to get better. He's a big guy playing with some superstars.
Dan Boyle retired today.
Yeah, Dan Boyle played most of his career with the San Jose Sharks, and he played a couple seasons for the Rangers, and he's a good dynamic player, but his age started to show in the later end of his career, which is sad. You don't ever want to see that. When you see these star players, you have dynamic.
The Rangers want to get younger. Anyway.
Yeah, they want to get younger.
They've been moving towards younger. Honestly, I don't think Rick Nash is going to be on the team much longer either.
They're talking about that. He has a big cap hit. It's like $7.8 million. And in the hockey world, that's a big chunk.
Well, what's this? I don't know the exact salary cap.
I know it should be around $72 million.
72.
Yeah, around $72 million per team. Or 75, somewhere in that
Baseball
range.
doesn't even have one.
Yeah, they just pay a luxury tax if you pay over the imaginary cap. That's why the Yankees are always throwing money around because they can afford it. So the NHL season starts October 12th, I believe, and it should be a fun ride. Like you said, the Rangers got a lot younger, so it'll be interesting to see. They've gone to the playoffs for the past 5 seasons. They've been in the playoffs. I think they missed 1 year. Yeah, that's it.
But I mean, they've been to the Stanley Cup one year.
2014.
They went to 7 games in the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they lost, and then
5 in the Stanley Cup. Next year, the following year, was the Eastern Conference Finals. They were 7 games in, 20 minutes away from returning, but they wind up losing 2-0.
We actually went to the first game of that.
Yeah, we went to the first game, and how was the atmosphere there?
It was fucking awesome.
It doesn't get better.
And we went for your birthday, too.
Yeah.
Which was even
and
better.
they
They won. So.
Yeah, and then they
still got that t-shirt.
Continued to shit the bed. But I was happy with that because they made it there.
Yeah.
And that's I'm kind of hoping for the Mets to make it to the World Series again because it's fun.
Awesome.
It's fun for where we live. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
It's fun. Everyone's excited, and it's just a good time.
Yeah. All right. Pretty much wraps it up. So that was our sports segment of Sticks and Flicks. We'll catch you later.
Smack that like button.
Smack it.